So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, you know, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, the Rideshare Hub. Thank you so much for coming by. So if you guys have been following the updates that I talked about yesterday in the past couple days throughout what happened, basically I did get pulled over by the cops, well, by one policeman while I was driving. I did want to just make a follow-up video to tell you guys everything that happened and why I am going to court about this. If you have ever been pulled over driving, or if you've ever been into a situation like this, I want to hear your story too. So hop down into the comment section down below, because I am interested in you know, hearing your story. If you're able to fight it off, if you ended up just paying your ticket, or if you, I don't know, got any points, got into traffic school. So the only time, so about a year ago, I was driving in Los Angeles for Lyft, right? And I got one of those red light camera tickets, which are technically scams, I believe. I guess if you get a red light camera ticket, basically those, you know, those things that flash, and you get a ticket in the mail. I'm not a lawyer, so don't quote me on this, but I have heard that you don't have to pay those because the reasoning is because there is no cop present to actually sign the ticket. So there's no way for them to actually enforce it, because the only way they can enforce it is if, I guess, if you accept guilt that you did it. But if you, the way I heard about it is if you get one of those things in the mail, if you were, I don't know, you ran a red light and they flash your thing, how I got it, it was a yellow light and I was making a right turn and it turned red, like, I guess, like right before I turned right. So it wasn't dangerous at all. It was actually wide open, and I was just, you know, I was about to turn right and it was yellow, and I didn't stop. I just went for it, right? And then boom. I was probably late on it. Probably should have just slowed down, but I figured, well, whatever. It's almost, you know, it's yellow. I'm going through a yellow light. It was a quick one though. You know those quick yellow lights, you go and then all of a sudden they turn red right away? It was one of those ones. It was like a trap. I got trapped. And you know, when I got it, I had a Lyft passenger in my car. And we got the big flash in our lights in my head, and you know, it was like an hour-long drive too. Or no, I was like a 3-hour Lyft ride. Cause I picked her up from a mall. I was a new driver too. It took me like 20 minutes to find my passenger. I picked her up, we went to In-N-Out. I sat in the drive-thru because that was her first stop, and then she wanted to go back to her hotel. And I was like, I didn't realize that you could just tell somebody no, because I was a pretty new driver. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll just sit in the drive-thru line. I don't know any better, right? I'm a brand new driver. You don't really know these things. Trial and error. So we sat in the drive-thru for about 30 to 40, I think it was like 30 minutes. It was a really long drive-thru. And she ended up buying me food, but still, we went, so I took her from there to there. It was already over an hour. Then I took her to her hotel. That was another 30 minutes. So we're already an hour and a half in. Then we get to her hotel and she wants me to drive all the way to LA, which is another 50 minutes, and I have to wait for her to pack up her hotel room. I was like, I was thinking at the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm getting paid for time because, you know, it's taking a long time. I didn't realize you only get paid like 10 cents a minute or something. So I was getting like $6 an hour, right? You know, doesn't make sense for me to wait. But I waited and I went there. So by the time I took her to LA, it was about 3 hours of a ride. And then I had to drive an hour back. So it was like 4 hours of driving. How much did I get paid on that? I think I got like $75. And then she left me like a $10 tip. So I think I don't know. I don't remember. I think I got like 85 or $90. But I got literally I'm dropping her off to her hotel in LA. So I'm like, the last 5 minutes of that whole shebang, I get the ticket and I got something in the mail. It said it was a $495 ticket, plus I got a point on my record unless I go to traffic school. So I paid the traffic school an extra 30, 40 bucks, paid the ticket. By the way, when I was paying the ticket, it actually declined, and then I got a notification from my bank saying it was a scam. So I was like, so yeah, so many people told me don't pay the ticket, don't pay the ticket. But then I also read online, if you don't pay the ticket, then it could double, and then I don't know, it was like, I don't know. Honestly, to this day, I don't know what I would have done if I mean, yeah, you want to think, oh, just don't pay the ticket, but like, what if it haunts you like 10 years later and they're like, oh yeah, dude, you have a $3,000 bill from the government? I don't know. I just ended up paying it. That was the only time I got a ticket. This time, the other day, the reason I got pulled over, I don't want to incriminate myself, but the reason why I got pulled over was for texting and driving. I wasn't actually texting and driving though. And again, I don't want to say what everything that was going on, but that was the reason I got pulled over. And so I asked the cop, the first thing he said to me was, have you gotten a texting and driving ticket before? And I go, no, I've never gotten pulled over actually. And so he goes, okay, and he goes, if it's your second one, it's really bad, and if it's your third one, it's even worse. So the reason I'm going to court, guys, is because I wasn't actually texting and driving, and if this actually does get on my record, I could potentially get fired from Uber and Lyft, because if that shows up on my record, I'm assuming I won't pass Uber and Lyft's background check, because when they run your record, obviously they don't want to hire drivers who have a texting while driving ticket on their driving record, and it could boost up my insurance, and also I don't want to pay the actual ticket. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm going to court. I know that I can do a trial by written declaration if I don't want to go to court. If I do go to court, I'll have to obviously fight it, or I could hire a traffic attorney. So I basically have 4 options. The 4th option is just pay it. But again, I don't think I'm guilty, and also I don't know. If you guys have ever dealt with this before, if you've ever gotten a texting while driving ticket, please let me know, please. It would help me out so much. Obviously, this would be very detrimental to me if I can no longer drive for Uber and Lyft. Again, I wasn't actually texting and driving. The cop pulls up next to me, pulls me over, and I haven't signed anything saying I'm guilty, so I think I'm in the clear, and I have until 2 more months to do it. But because my court date's in like November, well, it's in like a month and a half, so I guess I have like another month. But if you guys have ever gotten a texting while driving ticket, please let me know, and let me know if you fought it, if you paid it off, if it affected your driving record, or if you're actually an Uber driver with that on your record, let me know too, because then I might just pay it, because honestly, I don't really want to deal with the trial by written declaration. Is like, it looks like a whole ordeal, and you have to post bail too, so I have to pay the money anyway, and then like try to get a refund, and then I don't want to go to court right now, because it's just like sounds like a hassle going to court and like waiting hours right now, and it's like the court that they assign me to is like 45 minutes away, and then or if I want to hire an attorney, then that's just like, that's gonna cost money. And then also it's not even guaranteed that it's gonna be paid off. I've heard stories from like people reviewing traffic attorneys that they paid, it's usually like 175 bucks you pay them, and sometimes it doesn't even work, so then you have to pay them, plus you have to pay the court, so, and then it still gets on your record. I don't know. I'm in California, by the way, so if you, I don't know, I know obviously it varies state by state, so that's the if you guys ever know the feeling like after you get into an accident or after you get a ticket or after, like, I don't know, that's just how I feel right now. So if you could help me out some way, I would really appreciate it, guys. Just if you could help me deal with this somehow. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day, and yeah, stay safe out there, guys. Bye.